Okay, guys, I have made corrections to the uh, video that I uploaded earlier regarding the bad information that is being shared and spread about the birth certificate and the social security card. So I just wanted to go over it again. I'm on my computer this time, so we don't have any interruptions from like text messages or emails. And so it says at the top, bad information causes superstition, anxiety, and fear. Understanding is strength. Your birth certificate and social security card are treasury banking assets established for your benefit. You must learn how to operate your bank. Okay. And so in the video, we touched a little bit on the birth certificate. The birth certificate functions as a checkings account. The registration number on the birth certificate is a checking account number, okay? The name on the birth certificate is in all capital letters. That is correct. It's no different from Bank of America or JP Morgan Chase. It's just that in this example, your bank is named directly after you. Okay, it is named after you. It is your treasury. It is a banking asset. It belongs to you. That's why your name is on it. And so it is a checkings account. It is the United States Treasury of John Henry Doe. And now remember, John Henry Doe is just an example of the name that is on your birth certificate. Okay, this is your Treasury bank account. Your bank is named after you. It has unlimited credit. Your birth certificate registration number in reality is an account number. Okay, so all of that mess about, oh, it's a straw man, this is a bond, you're in debt, you're a slave, is bad information. Okay, it is bad information. These are banking assets. The problem is we have been going out in commerce, okay? And anybody that asks us for a copy of our birth certificate, we give it. Anyone who asks us for our social security number, we give it because they say that, oh, I'm with the Department of Health and Human Services. And so you think that, oh, this is a government. No, it's a for-profit corporation, and you just gave them permission to access your bank. Okay. And so when we give these corporations our social security number, we are giving them access to an unlimited letter of credit. So when you fill out that application, let's say for a car, for example, and on that application, they ask you for your social security number. The reason that they are doing that is because they intend to turn that application into a letter of credit. It is a revolving letter of credit, meaning anytime they need money, they can use that instrument that you gave them to collect the payment. Now, this is where the scam gets a bit sinister because then they turn around and they ask you to pay them a second time. Like, how dare you? After I've given you an application, that's what an application is for. I am telling you how I would like my credits applied. It is an application. You are to apply my credit in this manner. And instead of doing that, you steal my damn identity and my money, and then you turn around and you charge me a second time. Okay? But the reason a lot of this is going on is because nobody told us we're bankers. All of us, me, you, we're all bankers. These are your assets. Who's going to defend your shit if not you? Who's going to protect it if not you? Who cares about it if not you? It's your name. It's your legacy. Okay? So your birth certificate and your social security card are just banking assets. Those are your banks. Now you have what's called a responsible party. This is your fictional person. This is your banker, okay? Since we were 18 years old, we have been out here operating as bankers, signing unregistered securities, just giving money all over the place because no one told us that we were engaging in banking when we were, embarking upon these actions. Okay, so we thought that we were borrowing money when in reality we were lending. Okay, and nobody stopped to say, hey, that's not correct. Listen, you're the lender, I'm the borrower. This is a negotiable instrument. When you sign it, it becomes money. It acts as money. No one said that to us, so we didn't know. Okay, we were ignorant. But now we know that John H. Doe is our banker, and that is our fictional person. Okay. And John H. Doe is responsible to protect, that's their job, to protect the banking assets. Instead of protecting it, John H. Doe was out here delusional and didn't know who the hell he was and was just willy-nilly giving his social security number and his name and his driver's license number and a copy of his birth certificate to anyone who asked for it. And as a result, now we're all victims of identity theft and we're getting our shit repossessed and foreclosed upon all over the place, and we don't understand why. Okay, so it says this is your fictional banker, John H. Doe, named after you. He is a responsible party fiscal agent over your Treasury Banking Assets. That card contract you signed, John H. Doe was issuing money orders or blank checks from your bank at your directive. Since you didn't know John H. Doe was a banker, he gives out your Social Security account number to the public all the time. John H. Doe has become a liability to your bank and a haven for fraud and identity theft. You no longer wish to act as a public banker giving your assets away for free. So you set up an estate, a private bank, and foreign granted trust to take John H. Doe out of the public and into the private. Okay, which ushers me into my ebook. If I did a quick rundown for you of the SS4 and how to fill out the SS4, the paper version and the online version. I include both in my ebook. I tell you how to fill out both in my ebook, whether you're doing it by paper or online, okay? And so you have to establish these entities because you need somewhere for John H. Doe to work. Where is he going to work? You're going to leave him in the public? No, you're not going to leave him in the public. You have to create his work environment, his banks. So you're going to drag that social security number into your estate and into your private bank. And the IRS is going to give you an EIN number. That EIN number is to mask that credit card number. It is to mask that birth certificate number. So now when you're engaging in commerce, no one can see your social security number. All they have is an EIN number. Okay, and that EIN number also functions as a routing number, and I'm going to get a little bit more into that kind of as we go along. I'm just trying to slowly introduce you into how this actually works. Okay, I'm trying to dice it up really small for you and make it easy for you to digest and understand so you don't feel overwhelmed by the information. Okay, and so if the ebook is not enough, like if it just, I'm just, okay, your ebook was great, I appreciate it, but I just don't feel confident enough, the IRS is intimidating, you can go ahead and contact me and I can set the EIN numbers up for you, okay? I'm going to be doing more. I'm going to teach you about the post office. I'm going to teach you how to register your securities. I'm going to teach you how to get rid of your debt the proper way, not all this BS these gurus are out here talking about with these UCC ones. It's all bull crap. It's bad information. Okay, secured party, you're not a secured party because none of your property is registered. It's all unregistered. And just because you filed a UCC 1 doesn't make you a secured party. It has to be registered. And if all of these corporations are bankrupt and you go and do a UCC1 with the state, you mean to tell me that the state who is bankrupt can recognize you as a secured party? You're broke. You're broke. You are bankrupt. So I would not go to you to certify anything for me. The place where we go to certify is with the post office. Okay, the post office has what's called registered mail. You ever notice that? It has certified mail. You notice that? So when you need documents certified, you don't go to a bankrupt to certify it. They don't have any money. The post office is the most powerful court in America, not the Supreme Court. Those are all foreign for profit corporations. They're parading around as some sort of a real court. They're not. The only real court of equity is us. We're the only thing of substance with money that can create anything. They can't. All they can do is borrow, lie, and steal. Okay? So I'm going to be doing more ebooks. I release the information for free. And like if the TikTok explanation or video that I post is not enough information for you, then I do an ebook and I go more into detail. I do ebooks for one issue at a time. Okay, y'all, banking is a lot. It is a lot, and it's new territory for a lot of you. And so I thought the best approach would be to do it one thing at a time. I know y'all all need remedy, okay? And I'm doing my best to get that to you. If you need something like right this very moment, like I'm in, threat of eviction or, foreclosure or repossession, I can help you with filing a bankruptcy to buy you time until you get a good understanding of this information, because this is not an overnight remedy. Okay, this took me time to kind of get to where I am, and now I have to kind of slowly bring you guys up to speed on how the banking system actually functions in America. Okay, so this won't be in 24 hours I'll be balling. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. I wish it did. It didn't work that way for me. I had to kind of go through trial and error to get to where I am now. Okay, and it began to work for me, but I had to stick with it. I have many more successes than what I show you guys, but just for privacy reasons, like it was hard for me to even release, my check, because I felt like, people think that, oh, now I'm this, I'm rich now and she got it, and am I, putting a red target on myself and my family? So I do have successes. It's just that I'm trying to protect myself and my family, so I don't want to release too much private information. So I'm not hiding it from you, but I did want to release enough information to show you that, listen, no, this is really working for me, okay? And I do understand it. I can explain it to you. It's going to take me a little bit of time because I'm not as good as Patrick. Patrick was very good and he's much older than I am, and I think that counts for something. And so it's going to take me a little bit of time to try to understand. Everyone has like different learning styles. You all do not learn the same way. So this is kind of difficult, for me. It's a difficult undertaking for me. Okay, but we're going to go over all of these things that I talk about, and every time I bring up a new issue or I expose you to a new subject, I'm going to do an ebook to follow up. The ebook is optional. You don't have to buy it, okay? It's optional if the when we touch up on a particular topic, if that is just not enough for you and you need me to go in depth a bit more, I want to follow up with an ebook so you can have a step-by-step guide to walk you through and help you to grasp and understand these concepts. Once you understand it, and it really is simple. I know you don't want to hear that it's not just that simple. It's really confusing. It is in the beginning. But once you understand how all of these things function and work together, it's going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe how simple this is. It's really not that complicated, okay? So we're getting into about 15 minutes. I try to keep these videos short. I don't want to overwhelm you with information, but follow my page closely because I'm going to be releasing information about various topics. Some of you are interested in credit repair. Some of you are interested in learning how to get rid of your mortgage or a car note. Okay, so I'm trying to cover all of these topics without overwhelming you with information, and then now you're just back to square one with kind of being confused as to how all of this works. I do appreciate your support. And I thank you guys for purchasing my ebook. I was so surprised at how well it did, and I have received feedback from you guys. Don't be scared to share with other people your experience with the ebook, because without a review or you telling others what you thought about it, there is no way for me to know if this is working for you or not, if this is really good educational material. I believe it is. But it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think. And if this works for you, then I'll continue with this form of teaching. If it doesn't, I'll try to change. Okay. So y'all have a good night. It's like 3 in the morning. I got a little bitty baby I'm gonna get to and try to take care of, and I'm going to be posting throughout the day. You guys, my email is open at kwestate.proton.me. You can email me. I try to message you guys back as quickly as I can, if the time allows. My ebook, you can, send me a Cash App or Venmo. Those are the only two like payment options I have right now. I'm sorry for like Apple Pay users. I don't have Apple. I'm a Android girl, okay? Don't make fun of me. I don't have Apple Pay, but those are the only two options that I have for collecting payments right now. So if you can send it Cash App or through Venmo, I would greatly appreciate that. And make sure you guys send me an email address, because some of you have been you're sending the payment, and I appreciate it so much. I'm so grateful, but you're not telling me where to send your ebook to. And so I don't want it to come off as if, I'm being deceptive, or, if I'm, trying to take your money and not give you your product. And I promise you that's not the case. Okay, so y'all have a good night, a good morning. It's like 3 a.m. here in Texas. And yeah, we'll talk. I will have that content out for you. Watch the page closely, and just inbox me if you have any questions. If I don't get back to you immediately, I will eventually work my way around to getting to you. I have a lot of messages and people with questions and different issues and concerns. So I'm doing the best I can. All right, so y'all have a good night. Bye bye.